how to stop failing and start winning online. Because there's a lot of people that's kind of, they want to get into this space and they want to do this stuff, but they can't figure out how to break through. Now, a lot of people are failing online. Number one, they too emotional. So a lot of people are failing online because they way too emotional about everything. You know what I mean? They got this fear. They feel like they can do it, but they so afraid to lose. They so afraid to fail that they won't even get started good, or they won't push themselves as hard because they too emotional. They got this doubt running. They got negativity going. They got anger going. You know, you're mad at other people for making it because you're not making it. You're mad at other people for, you call it bragging when those people are trying to inspire people. See, those things are keeping you from moving forward. So in order to, we got to realize what we're working with so that we can correct it. If we never realize what it is that we're working with, we can never fix the problem. Some people are just too doggone emotional to generate income from their business. Stop. You can't be being too emotional. You know, you can't let fear take control. You can't let doubt take control. All this negativity. You get mad when you see other people winning because you're not. Guess what? Your time is coming. You just got to be able to understand that when you first start something, that's probably not the thing that's going to take you to your millionaire stats, because you just starting. So you got to go through a lot of things in order to get to what you're trying to get to. So if you never start because you're afraid to get in front of the camera, afraid to this, what are people going to think about me? What are people going to say? How are people going to respond? It's so many trolls on the internet. If you're doing all of that, you're going to never get to the next level, because it's going to be trolls on the internet, whether it's you or a billionaire. It's going to be trolls on the internet. So you can't let that fear stop you from doing whatever it is you need to do. The second thing is they too scattered. People are too scattered right now. They trying to do every single solitary thing at one time. They trying to do every single solitary thing at once. You trying to do this, you trying to do that, you trying to do this. Now, it's okay to do multiple things. Nobody's saying something is wrong with doing multiple things, but you can't do everything at once. You got to get something going first, and then after you get that established, what you do is you turn around and move to the next step. Then you add on to what you already got going. You can't start out everywhere at the same time. You got to plant your seeds in one area, and then after you get that going, then you add on another area. You get one website going, you add another website. You can't run 10 websites at the same time if you ain't got one established yet. You can't run 10 situations at the same time. I want to sell this, I want to sell that, I want to do her, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to sell this, you can't do all of that at the same time if you ain't got one thing to convert. So they just too doggone scattered. The third thing is they too dependent on somebody else. You're too dependent and you want everybody to do everything for you. You cannot expect everybody to do everything for you. You know what I mean? You got to be able to understand that I got to put in some work. If I want this, I have to be able to put in my own work. I got to be able to do what it takes. I got to be able to give it my all. If somebody else is giving you every single solitary thing, that's their business at that point. If somebody's doing everything for you, then that's their business. That's not your business. So you got to understand, you can't be too dependent on other people. You got to put in your own work so that you can have more control and more leverage over your own products and your own services, or your own websites, or your own YouTube channels, or whatever it is. You can't be too dependent. Now, you can depend on companies and platforms to a certain degree. All companies have different things that, they got affiliate programs, they got referral programs. You can depend on them to a certain degree. But if you set yourself up a certain way, you have more leverage because you're not so dependent on the companies. You're always able to maneuver around, negotiate elsewhere, because you're not too dependent on one specific situation. The fourth reason, too independent. Okay, so now you listen to somebody, you understand the person, but now all of a sudden you're too independent. You're not plugged in. You don't stay plugged in. You don't stay connected to the very thing that was helping you grow in the first place. So now all of a sudden you lose your connection. You losing your power. You losing your inspiration, your motivation, because you're so independent, you don't want to listen to nobody. Can't nobody tell you nothing all of a sudden. No matter what level you on, you're going to always have to listen to somebody. You're going to always have to be plugged in with somebody. That's how people win on the internet. They are plugged in with other people. So it's certain things we need to learn in order so we can overcome, and then we can grow to the next level, because you can't grow staying at the same level, staying with the same mindset. Everything is with mindset, is every single solitary thing. So as we growing, our mindset is changing. Our mindset is always changing every level we go on. We go to the next level, we're going to get a different mindset. Then we go to another level, we're going to get a different mindset. So we're not going to be doing the same things when we get to this level that we was doing way down here at this level. So it's some things that we have to do in order to overcome this pattern so that we can start getting to that, whatever the goal is for the year. If it's 100,000 a year, if it's 200,000, 300,000, a million, 2 million, whatever it is, certain mindsets got to change in order to get there. So there are certain things that we got to do in order to change our mindset. And the first thing we got to do is get laser focused, set clear and realistic goals, and hone into one thing at a time. We want to hone into one thing and get that going first. So you got to get clear about your goals. What is it that I want to do? Who do I want to serve? What is it that I want to sell? What can I sell that's going to make the most sense right now? And then after I sell this and I get certain amount, how much do I need to make from this one thing before I move into something else? Do I need to make 10,000 from this one thing before I add on another situation? Do I need to make 50,000 from this one thing before I add on a different situation? What do I need to do? Get focused and get clear about what your goal is. Learn how to set your goals and get clear so that you can get intentional about what you're doing to produce those situations. You got to be intentional and you got to be clear and laser focused in order to get to the next level. Everything is about taking steps. When you start taking the steps, you get clear and intentional about it. That's how you start actually growing. We're going to stop making excuses and playing the blame game for other people. So when you play the blame game and make excuses, you blaming other people for your failures. You blaming when you try to join platforms or you try to join situations and you put in $10 and you expect them to make you $1 million in 30 days and it don't work. First thing you say is it was a scam. It was a scam, or did you actually work? Was it a scam, or did you actually work to do whatever it took? Because nothing, you're not going to ever pay $10 in nothing and make 100,000 or 50,000 or even 20 for that matter. So we have to understand we got to stop making excuses for ourselves and stop making excuses and stop playing the blame game. If you have your own situation going, you can't blame nobody else for your success or your failures. There's nobody else to blame when you put your own stuff into place. When you get your own website, you can't blame somebody else when their website not working. Facebook go down, you can't blame Facebook when they technology ain't working. When Instagram shut down, you can't blame Instagram because you got your own website that you can control. You can't control Facebook's platform or Instagram's or TikTok's or any other platform, but you can control your own website if you're paying for it. Not your free websites. I'm talking about when you pay for your own hosting and all that type of stuff. So you don't want to get into the blame game and making excuses for your failures. You got to take control of your own future. That's why people build their own websites. If you look at any successful online, what they call them, gurus, marketers, anything, they always have their own .com. They always have their own domain. They're not just, even if they take advantage of YouTube, even if they take advantage of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat, I don't care what it is, they take advantage of those websites, and they also have their own website. Nobody's that's moving to other levels is solely dependent on all these other platforms as their websites. So you have to learn that when you're trying to grow to the next level, you're going to stop making excuses and start taking control. That's why you invest in your own website. You're not investing in my website. You're not investing in this person's website. You investing in your own .com. myname.com, mybusinessname.com. I need my own.com so that I can start having more control and leverage, because it's more things, more opportunities are open when you build your authority on the internet. When you build your own authority, there are more opportunities that come with that. When brands are ready to work with you, and brand is looking at you, they may have found you on YouTube. If you have something that you talking about, quality or whatever, they may have found you on YouTube. When they ready to start working, they're not just going to ask you for your YouTube. When the brands are ready to work with you, they're not just going to ask you for your YouTube. They're going to ask you, what's your website? They might ask for other social media links. It depends on what they have to offer. Whatever they offering, they're going to find out what you have that promotes what they have to offer. So what's associated with some places may ask you for your TikTok. Some places may ask you for your Instagram. It depends on what you are saying that you talk about in your videos, however they found you. You talking about this, they may say, what's your LinkedIn? You talking about this, they may say, can I see your Instagram? Can I see your TikTok? Because they're going to ask you according to what they have and what type of audience that you have, and so they can see if they want to get in front of your audience. It's not just about, I have this many people on my page. If the audience ain't targeted enough, if you're just talking about every single thing all the time, different ways, you don't have a special way to say, hey, this is my audience for this. This is my audience for this. If you don't have that, because you don't have nothing segment. You got to segment your list. You got to be able to say, this is the audience for this. So when they ready to work with you and they ready to send some money your way, they know how many people they can get in front of for this particular situation. They don't want to get in front of a bunch of people looking for a bunch of stuff. That's not what they look. When brands are looking at you, they looking at something targeted. They say, I see this. When they send the email or when they send you something, they're going to say, I see that you have an audience based around so-and-so. We would like to place an ad to get in front of your audience. We would like for you to make a video around this because you have this audience. When you have an audience and you talking about this over here, then they'll say something like, right now, we don't see how this will fit with what we have. When you get more people in this particular part, then come back to us and we can discuss it. If you don't have enough people in this particular situation, and you're trying to get a financial offer, you trying to get going with finances, and you talking to this finance company, they come over here and see all you talking about over here is the gossip channels or the celebrities or something like that. They see this is what you're talking about. We don't see how this is going to align with our finance related product. When you get another situation and you got more stuff, when you got more stuff talking about this, then come back to us and maybe we could put our offer with you. But if you don't have this right now, unfortunately, this is how this stuff go. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to partner with you on this. Come back when you got, so that's the importance of knowing who you're getting in front of and knowing who you're talking to. That way, when you reach out to brands or when brands reach out to you, when they ask for more stuff, they're going to ask for more things. They're not just going to ask for that one thing that they see. When they see that and they ask for more stuff, you'll be able to say, hey, I got this right here and this is what I have and these are my numbers. This is what I produce. This is how long I've been doing it. You have that type of stuff so you can start working your numbers with them. So at this point, they're not telling you. They'll tell you what they can afford to pay or if they'll pay or whatever. They're going to tell you that. And you can say, well, no, I want this, or, well, yes, let's do it. Either way, but you'll have more control once you start building yourself in a certain way. You got to build yourself in a certain way in order to make all these things happen. You got to learn how to celebrate with others. You got to learn how to celebrate when you see other people winning, instead of getting mad, jealous, angry, talking about they bragging and talking about this and that. Instead of doing all of that, you got to learn how to celebrate other people's success. Because the more you surrounded with people that's successful, that's doing and winning, then the more you're going to start, you might take on some of their actions. You might start hustling like them. You might start really getting into your production. You might start really, and then guess what? It's going to rub off on you. because you surrounded with success. Stop being jealous and that, oh, they bragging, oh, they brag, oh, they. That's not the seeds that you want to plant. You don't want to plant those type of seeds. You want to learn how to celebrate with others. You want to learn how to say, oh, girl, you did that. Oh, girl, congratulations. You want to, congratulations. It's not hard to say congratulations. It's not hard to say, oh, girl, you doing it. Oh, so-and-so. Oh, good. You go, girl. It ain't hard to do that. Celebrate with other people. You know what I mean? You want to celebrate with other people. You don't want to be hating on people. On the cool, you mad because you just not doing it. You're not doing it right. No, my time is coming. I'm next. You know what I mean? I stay close enough, I'm next. If I stay close enough, I stay in the loop, I'm next. Because I'm learning something that I didn't know. So if I'm learning something that I didn't know, I ain't got no choice but to be next. If I keep doing what they doing and I see them winning and they doing like this and I'm in the same area, guess what? I'm next. Don't be hating. Don't look at the glass as half empty. Look at the glass as half full. So you want to learn how to celebrate with others in order to start winning. Shift the mindset. We want to shift our mindsets. And when we shift our mindset, you don't know how fast you can actually change the situation and grow from it. You don't know how fast you can do that. You know, you can really change your situation and grow when you just change your mindset. First, it's just changing a mindset. Believe it. You know how many people that don't believe that they can actually do it? It's a lot of people that don't really believe. They believe it a little bit. They got a little thought. They saying they know it's something to it. They know it's something to it. Oh, hit the button, y'all. Hit the button. They know it's something to it. They feel like it might work, but they might not think it'll work for them. Why is it working for everybody else, but it won't work? It's a mind thing. It's something in your mind that's telling you this. It's a mind thing when you saying, you know, this person can do it, but I don't know if I can do it. You know what I mean? It's a mind. If this person can do it, you can do it. If this person can do it, you can do it.